Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check, check. Check, check. Check, check, check. Check 1, 2. Okay, check 1, 2. Check, check. Check 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
go out there. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Check. Check 1 2. Hello. What is that? Is that a microphone? There you go. Yeah, as you can see, it works really well. Yeah, no, I know it does. It sounds fantastic. Yeah, that sounds really good, huh, dude? All right, but thank you. Yeah, for sure. Love that.
Good evening, Bex. Good evening. How does this shit sound? Any good? Hi, Jay. Sounds loud and crisp. So I'm coming in a little bit too hot then, huh? Nice. That's what we want here. Good vibes. Good vibes. So kind of what I'm wanting to do too is get a little bit of feedback. I'm using this cheap. This was actually a $30 mic from I don't know, one of them damn Timus or whatever the hell it is. Anyhow, sounds pretty good. It'll work out for my initial stuff. Um, but man, I would love to take any suggestions from y'all as far as people maybe that we could really dive into a little bit more, you know, have a little fun with. It's starting to become kind of the same old song and dance with a lot of them. Not that I mind going at those cats, but like this Joey C fella and his buddy Spidey Alomar. Oh, they smell bad. Those would be some great folks to look into. And of course, I'm wondering what's going on with the whole Brian and Shayna stuff from Total BS. That seems very, I don't know, quick without much of an explanation from anybody. It just disappeared like a fart in the wind. But like I said, I'd love to have any suggestions on folks that we could maybe take a deeper look into. Um, doesn't look like there's a bunch of us here tonight. This is an impressive cardboard box, Bex. Thank you very much. Um, I don't like. Obviously, I got some lighting. Hi, Kay. I've got some lighting issues that I need to attend to. I don't like what the lighting stuff is. You know, doesn't look good. But I think it's a little bit of a different. Well, hi, Chris, my guy. It's a little bit of a different look from what we typically see, and I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, any suggestions? That's really what this was for. This is just a little test run this evening. I don't know how long. Thank you, Chris. Well, is my video looking all right? The video looked a little shaky to me out here on another television set that I was kind of looking it on. And I'm using my damn phone as my webcam and running it through, and oh, it's just one of those cheap ass Samsung 812s. But like I said, between that, this microphone was $30. Goddamn, guys, I don't have a bunch of money invested. I did do um a subscription for a monthly thing um from the StreamYards. Um, but actually, yeah, that wasn't a big investment. So this is a good thing. And I'm broke till harvest time. We had a fire last year that whooped our butts, and this year is going to be good. And me and the brother and sister we're happy with that. And so yeah, just reading a lot of top ramen. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, this is really affordable. I'm like I said, I'm liking the audio end of it. The video, yeah, we'll get that fixed. I've got one of those GoPro 9 blacks. I bought that son of a gun for like, gosh, it was almost $300 like 2 years ago, I think. And one of those, the mods to them that you had for the audio and like the light. So yeah, that shit was like $80, but I could not figure it out. I'm not gonna lie one fucking bit. I could not figure it out on this hooking up, and I'm too goddamn of an old man to learn too much. But I think this is gonna work good for us, or at least what we're wanting to do in this world. And but who do you guys who anyone, like I said, the Joey C's, the I've watched seen this Spidey Alomar guy. Holy shit. Holy shit. I don't know what the fuck to think about this critter. Really, really concerning. Of course, Joey C, you feel bad for the fella, but man, another fucking train wreck. And I don't know. Soft and I are starting to become kind of buds. Um, I don't dislike Softcast, but he shouldn't be doing no podcasting. How he is. That's the truth. He might be a behind the scene guy, but you know, I he's a nice enough fella. Had him a big week, successful podcast, live stream, and his fucking Detroit Lions. They won back to back road games. If you go back to last year, I don't know, all you Canadian folks. Oh, I love my fucking Canadian people. Thank you for showing up. Like I've said, I do have a first cousin who is Canadian. So I've got a lot of my heart there for you folks. And I know a lot of you are really suffering the politics, just like down here is crazy. And I don't really like getting into politics too much, but I I do love me some of the Canadian folks, especially with my cousin Scott. He got a bunch of kids. He's moved up there now. It's been 40 years. Got him a bunch of fucking Canadian kids up there in Calgary somewhere, and I don't know. I think there's a lot of cowboys in that neck of the woods, but yep, there's some Canadians. Now, I've got my pad. I like doing my paperwork and taking some files and stuff on the folks. Who is going to be somebody or some of the folks we need to kind of take a look at? Like I said, Joey C and them, I find that disturbing. And I'm going to be brutally honest. I know some folks fucking think the world of them and love them, But goddamn Dr. Chow, I think he needs to be accountable and answer some questions. You know, when anybody puts him to test, he does one of his little giggly things and just kind of deflects from it. But why is a fucking millionaire? And I say this, and I've asked him, why is it a fucking almost 50-year-old man, a millionaire, makes a bunch of money in the goddamn stock fiasco thing that was with Robin Hood and GameStop? Why would this dude, a millionaire, can get in the daggum piece of female in the world because he owns all them Rolexes, be hanging out with fucking boys 18, 19, 20 years old, have them come out to his house and hanging out, and you know what he's doing? He's trying to fucking you know what they call the grooming. He's trying to get these. He should be hanging out with some goddamn tens, some models. We all know this. All of us people that are adults and growed up and got healthy minds and healthy relationships, we know that shit is wrong. We know it is. So let's find out a little bit more about Chow and this thing, because I don't think he's a mentor to these young dudes. No, no. He should be hanging out, kicking it with some people closer to his age. You know, occasionally he has that fucking gap tooth Harry Jane on. You know, I think he uses that as a front to what's really happening. But yeah. The same with Mir. That guy has one delicate little fucking flower petal. I hope he don't ever, because I want to question this guy too. I hope to God he's never been in jail. You see that delicate facial features on that kid? You see them, he would be, somebody would be trading him for fucking Newport cigarettes on the tier. He got nothing going on. Okay. And I don't know. He's another one. And that kid's about 30ish or something, I'm sure. And I say kid because I'm in my 50s. I don't give a fucking rat's ass what anybody thinks. Don't care. But what about this fucking? He's another one. And both these guys are starting to annoy me. And a lot of people are. Let me not say I'm a fucking nobody. I'm somebody who is fucking hanging out in the beautiful Northern California amongst all the crazy shit. Returned back home here after many, many years in Oklahoma. I've been well traveled. I worked in the oil field for many years for Halliburton. I've seen different parts of the world, but that's not important right now. My thing is I'm back here now and I want to do something like this, and we need to go after these fucking clowns. Fucking clowns. Also, I'm gonna need. I know I've got LL Cool J down as one of the mods, and my girl Ga. My girl Ga is also a mod, but I'd like to get the rest of y'all some wrenches. You know, the ones who've got some experience. You know, we don't allow no fucking no racism, no anti-Semitism, no homophobic, anti-transphobic type of stuff. We want a good set, and everybody, all the Canadians, do a fucking mighty fine job of that. I think that's for their love for people like John Candy. What a great goddamn man. One of the funniest fucking people on the planet. And that's something else too. These goddamn, the new comedians suck. And there's something else we're gonna really dive into. There's not a comedian on the planet or somebody who claims to do comedy or stand up or has done a feature or a movie or anything, that those are the most mentally ill fucking people in the world. Who said it? I don't know if it was Shakespeare or it might have been Steve Martin. Comedy is not funny. Comedy is not funny. And nowadays there ain't shit that's funny. We got a bunch of fucking weak, weak ass people that have been fractured from their mom and dad, and now they're taking it out on everybody, and it's a sad deal. We don't, they suck. You know where the best comedy is, or the most entertaining shit that I've seen in the last goddamn couple of years is the chats. The chat rooms in these fucking things are awesome. And that's something else we're gonna dive into. That fucking piece of shit, greasy ass stuttering John, that son of a bitch. Not he's a piece of shit, but that goddamn fucking Puerto Rican, he took one of my. He's guilty of chat joke theft. That's right, without acknowledging me or anything. I didn't even pay to have it fucking put on there. This son of a bitch just watched them and boom, 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 and took one of my things. And here's what it was, and I'll share it with y'all. Okay, it was back when him and Carl started doing their thing, and the whole thing about being Carl being maybe perhaps a little light in the loafers. We're going to get into that as well. But I happened to put up in John's chat when he was going off. I want you guys to fucking knock it off with Carl being gay because no gay man would ever have wood paneling. That's a universal truth, my friends and family out here that are tuned in right now. So, son of a bitch, I'm catching the thing with Mike and Drew this last week. You know how Carl Hamburger goes over there and does a fucking once a week thing. He's talking. He's getting kind of the feedback from what's going on in this shit universe that John's in, and fucking old Mike or Drew, whoever is the lead cocksucker there at that thing, says, "Yeah, God, I heard him say his comment was something about, yeah, you couldn't be gay because you had wood paneling." And now I'm going to tell you guys right now, you know that shit, John did not come up with that one, people. No fucking way. No way. I'm not saying I'm some fucking goddamn comedic genius. But I do have my moments in chats and stuff where I'm able to fucking really let loose with a doozy that's impressive. We all do. We all do. Stuttering John, on the other hand, is a terrible fucking thief. Terrible. So we'll get into him some. But is Carl, and where's my fucking pen at? Where is my pen? There we go. Is Carl somebody we need to kind of sniff around with? Um, Brian and Shayna, has anybody heard anything with them? Holy shit. Holy shit. That I think she got tired of the fucking bearded man. And I think they might not be in total cahoots together, if you know what I mean. He'd been laying around for about a year or so. And I don't know. I'm 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 thinking you don't got no jobby job. Here's the thing. That girl probably bought that fucking equipment. You know, he's got some money in it. He's got a little bit of coin in that. I mean, some of the things. He's got the old Steam Stream Deck and all that shit. He got some mics. So yeah, he's got a little bit of money in the electronic equipment. Uh but wow. And I mean, I was said, and I'm going to tell you something, Jay. I'm sorry, I'm rambling tonight, guys, because I'm really wanting you to hear me. It's about me this evening. Not much, just a little bit of talking, because I want you guys to give me any feedback, anything. Like I said, I hate the angle where it is. I hate the lighting, but it'll be better on the first live go, which I think I'm going to do something this weekend. Now. But yeah, Jay, that was crazy. Hipstar played a little bit with that whole thing there, and gave the girl a little bit of you know, gave her a little thrill because it's always nice to have somebody being attracted to you. especially as we all get older. And holy shit, that goddamn next episode, that Brian comes out with one of the fucking lamest things I've ever seen. If you guys remember, it was the hip sack. Hip sack. Where he cut off some hippie's fucking testicles and pinned them up on the wall, and it turned him into the name Hips. That son of a bitch has not been back then. He was feeling the fucking heat. He was feeling the heat from our wrestling friend up north. No doubt about it. And it's too bad because, and here's one thing that is correct and truthful. This fucking guy, this Brian and Shannon, bless her heart. I love her. She is a small town country Texas girl. My time in Oklahoma, I went through Texas all the time. Them country girls, they'll stay, they'll stay at your, pretty goddamn loyal to you for a minute. But once they find out all you're doing is laying around all day and waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon, how Brian does, and then does a little bit of his, you know what? I think he did his show on the hip. He didn't do hardly anything. He might watch a couple minutes of that Bert Kreischer or some shit, but the things he covered were mostly items that were brought in or mailed in, um, you know, by you all. And she knows this. She knows this. If you paid attention to Shayna during all those conversations that they'd be having, yeah, there's some moments there where she's taking some digs at her boy. She is taking some digs because she is tired of that shit. Don't be fucking laying around, homie, all day long. Wake up at 3 o'clock, get a little bit of your eat on, and then go to YouTube and watch some fucking videos till I get home. I bet you she even cooked every night. I bet you she cooked every night for that goddamn guy. And of course, and if you listen to one of this, he thinks he's fucking radio royalty. So here's the deal. I don't know if any of y'all been in radio. I spent a small amount. I did a whole bunch of my life, guys, but I spent a very small amount of time in radio back in Oklahoma. A very small or shitty radio station and close to the panhandle of Oklahoma, and there ain't shit out there. But each year they give away these awards. They're called Marconis after the gentleman who I think invented the transistor radio or some crap like that. So anyhow, but it's like the Oscars. It's the Academy Award for radio people, terrestrial radio. Now, Brian's dad in real life was a big shot fucking radio personality. I don't think he was Wolfman Jack, but his dad is in the fucking Hall of Fame, has won the Marconi Awards. He's got some prestige. That goddamn old boy must be rolling over in his fucking grave now. Looking, it's like, holy shit, Brian, what happened to all those trips to, remember, it used to be you take your goddamn kid to work with you. It was take your kid to work day with you. Oh, what the fuck was he doing when his dad took him down the radio station? Brian headed into the cafeteria and hung out, I'm sure. So, yeah, I don't know. He is terrible, though. Absolutely terrible. Now, Shayna, I think she does a great job as a second. She does a good job, and she can have fun. She can tell she's a fun gal. But yeah, that goddamn Brian, what a fucking embarrassment. And I'm sure if he had a fucking job right now, they would have come up on there because she was begging him. She would be so goddamn excited. They do a Saturday show at least. You know that he'd be coming on. Yes, unless he's got one of those jobs like at Home Depot, and there's nothing wrong with Home Depot. Any of my fucking my family in the crowd works there, none with box store shit. But I don't know. I think that she's been the breadwinner for a while, and finally she says, "You know what? Get the fuck up on out of here. This is silly." I should She had a goddamn blind date with David Copperfield, the fucking magician in Vegas there back in her younger days. She's probably in her 40s now, maybe late 30s, but she's not a young woman, but she's an attractive gal. She could do a lot better than that fucking bald-headed son of a gun. Nothing against no bald-headed people, but she knows it. She knows it. She's been patient and loving. And I bet you that girl can bake an apple pie like nobody, being that small girl from Texas. And Brian has just been really, quite honestly, if you follow his thing, I bet you from the time, that he got moved out of his parents' house and everything, he ain't really had shit going on. He probably dabbled in a little bit in methamphetamines, um, you know, uh, pot. Hey, who doesn't love that? But man, the methamphetamines and heavy, heavy drinking. Holy cow. And the drinking, I think that's a lot of what's getting our boy Softcast down. He had him a rough relationship, ended miserably, spouse cheating on him. That fucking sucks. And I'm sure a lot of us in here, maybe not, but we've all experienced that shit, being in love and kapow, you get hit upside your head and railroaded by, you know, there's a lot of shitty people out there, and sometimes you fall in love with them, but you pull your big boy jeans up, you quit taking squats, squatting to go pee. You just get back in the fucking game. Because you know what? We've all been there. We've all loved. And God damn it, Softcast, if you ask some of your girls that are in your shows or any of these other shows, they'd probably say, ah, fucking nice guy. Nice guy. But you act. There's nothing there. It's a and people are sensing the defeat on you, my brother. You got to get over that shit. That girl's down the road. Your kids are going to be fine. I'm going to tell you something. Kids are pretty resilient. And you look like you're active in their life when you get to be in every 2 weeks or that every other thing. That sucks. And in this country, it's one of the biggest it's a travesty of justice for them as I'm concerned, how they do it to dads. But you need to move on, my guy, and start wreaking a little bit of confidence as much as the defeat and the despair. You know, I want you to. We need to do a soft over, a soft over, a softcast makeover, and I'm like we need to get him a ball hat. Okay, we know why. We do. We need to get him some new glasses, and I think with the goatee, and he just needs to really. It's all about putting wins together. I don't want to use a sports metaphor, but it's all about like stacking your wins, man. Winning streaks feel good, and let's give him a soft over. My God, that's great. This is in our lexicon now. Hi, James Banks, my homie. But we I feel I feel bad for the guy, not because of anything that happened to him. That's life. But let's help him out. He got his first live stream going there, and this shit is tough. I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm a fucking old man. This shit is tough. It was for me, god damn it. But uh, he he needs to let that girl go. The kids are going to be resilient. They're going to do just fine. You continue to be that fucking loving father that we all know you are. And forget about her. Don't go no fucking casinos to pick up women over there in Detroit. Okay, don't do that, soft gas. Um, you know, just we need to do something for our guy. Is my boy DiCaprio anyone? DiCaprio in the fucking house? How about softcast? Would some of you guys let them know I'm still very, I know, Kay. Kay, you know I love the heck out of you. And like I said, Kay and Bex and Jay and Chris and James. And I'm a little pissed off. The other night I said to James, I'm going to make you a fucking moderator, big guy. He'd been putting coin into fucking DiCaprio's little fucking basket. Nice fella, this James. And what does that son of a bitch fucking Blake do? Couple minutes later, and James was so damn excited with me. He's like, Conk, I am fucking honored. I'm honored. I've never carried a wrench before. And, hi, there's my girl, Ga. Thank you for showing up. And so, anyhow, I was so excited to be the ones giving James Bank his very first tool, the wrench. And goddamn Blade makes him a mod over there, and I'm not bitching at that. Good. But I was like, man, I'm popping this cherry in a fucking in this world. That's awesome. That is awesome. But we need to get old Johnny. If somebody knows how to get a hold of them guys or any of them, that would be great. I'm glad everything, like I said, I know my camera's rough. Hopefully, hear what I think I'm gonna do. I'm due for a renewal, the upgrade. I might just go give me a daggum new phone tomorrow and see if that improves things. Because, like I said, I am not. It ain't working out for me with the GoPro 9, kids. And if anybody wants that, it's fucking pretty much brand new. I mean, I don't have the box anymore, but I've got the audio mod and that light mod thing. So it's got the microphone, and I don't have the waterproof thing, but it's worth a little bit of money. But if anybody has anything to trade or anything, let me know. I'll make you a good deal on it. So yes, I definitely got to work on the camera. I must also. I've got some lighting stuff I want to do. But in all honesty, guys, what is everybody's first impression? And don't be, you were not going to offend me. I'd love to hear it. What's everybody think of? Like I said, the audio is looking like this is a goddamn little microphone for 35 bucks on one of those stores. I'm really impressed. I want John to get in here because he likes to there the sweet spot and the reverb and all that shit. And I'm just like all embarrassed. I'm gonna go out there with this goddamn little microphone. It don't sound good clipped up on the shirt. So I think I'm gonna clip this thing on a pencil or something. Have that be like my handheld part of it. But I'm glad the audio's good. Like I said, the video, we're gonna get to it. So everything else looks good. As you guys can see, I do enjoy my music. I kind of like all kinds of music. As a matter of fact, we'll be playing a lot of music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and fucking today here at Honk's house. But I do enjoy my music, and I'm pretty broad as far as the music that I listen to. I was very fortunate growing up in Northern California in the area that I did. There was a lot of big musicians around here in the Bay Area and the North Bay and stuff. And I do have eventually a couple of, I don't know nobody. I'm not famous. I don't know nobody, but I'm old and I've had some cool encounters with some pretty fucking famous people, which is nuts. Like I said, I don't know any of them, but just things like that. And that'll be things that we're going to share here at Honk's house after all the abuse that we're going to administer to the ones out there that need it. That's what we do at Honk's house. We're loving and forgiving. We're benevolent people here at Honk's house. And Honk's family, you're now officially my fucking honkies. That's right. My honkies at Honk's house, you guys are all officially my honkies. I need some help, though, from you all. I need somebody who has got some experience in the whole merchandise, or merch, as the cool kids are saying. Cutting, maybe editing of video and audio and stuff like that. And I would love for the people that I have started fostering friendships with, or at least acquaintances with here online. I would love for you guys to be a part of this. And if this thing was to grow and grow to a point, believe me, how cool is it to be right here at the ground level, pour the concrete to Honk's house. I think the world of all of you. I would like, I said, to have some input. I am not above criticism or anything else. Let me know. James is telling me that W Man is a good guy to hit up for editing and stuff, and he helps out a lot of guys behind the scenes. And I'm going to be honest with you too. It's going to be a money issue for me for a bit. That is not grifting, all right. But I like to be candid on my shit. I'm starting, and shit for me. This kind of works, but God damn it, you know the critics out there. I might even get some from my homeboy Blade. And I'm a part of the fucking Tube movement. He might critique my shit where it brings me to fucking tears, man. God, he's a vicious little fucking feller. So, I'm glad the ones that showed. How many we got in here? I don't even have it. And really, I don't give a shit. The people that are in here, it's the only ones I give a fuck about. If it was just us visiting all night, that would be fucking groovy beans as well. Groovy beans. But I do want to cover Chow in depth, Little Mirror. And here's something else, too. You know, if you guys have seen some stuff that might be we'd find entertaining or engaging, that these mirrors, you know, whatever. I would love to have a clip of it. I'm starting to get the clipping down. Not done much of the clipping, but if you do happen to run into something that these fucking idiots do, that you know that we would take issue with, a comment or whatever, please. My email, I think, is down there in the links. I don't know, but it's honktheclown@gmail.com. Honktheclown@gmail. Or no. I fucked it up. Honkdeclown@yahoo.com. HONKDACLOWN at Yahoo. Do you guys remember that fucking idiot that old Carla Hamburger covered? He's one of Stuttering John's buddies. There was two fucking kids. One of them was Gabriel Sanchez. You know, okay. The other guy was the Tony Michaels. That's who it is. He had the fucking thing that was called The Drive. I don't know if you guys have ever seen his goddamn political live stream podcast thing. And he gets a lot of fucking views. He'll get fucking a couple thousand people. I don't know how. I do not know how. He is absolutely terrible. I mean, all he does is talk about Trump, and I'm not taking no political sides, but it's just Trumpy Trump Trump this, and he sucks Biden's cock constantly, and he fucking he's a shim shammer. He was busted selling that goddamn spice crap to young people up there in Kansas or Missouri. Has a fucking record. Tony Michael's name is his real name. He's a pudgy feller, like if any of y'all are old enough to remember Orson Welles, we will sell no wine before it's time. And John Candy did a bit on him that was brilliant for all you Canadians. So anyhow, we will sell no wine. But if Orson Welles had a gay grandson, it would look just like this fucking Tony Michaels guy. And if any of you guys have any doubt about that, go Google up Orson Welles and then go to Tony Michaels political podcast thing. Or you can even go to Carl's. Go to Carl's thing when he did it. They ripped his a new ass for, being him, being his drive-through guy. He's not a good person. And he does. Look at somebody in the crowd, please pull me up a fucking I wish, you know what, guys? We're going to get it set up where you all can post pictures and crap like that too. It's going to be as much as your podcast, live stream, show, whatever the fuck anybody wants to call it. You guys, as much a part of it as me. Because, like I said, now it may not seem like right now because I'm talking the blue ears off of fucking green moose. Another thing my Canadian friends will get, them moose. This this is going to be a very interesting trip. Now, like, I hope you guys don't mind. I I was smoking one right before I started going. Okay. Now, I guarantee you guys one thing right now, old honk here. And I have the complaints on other streams, seen the comments. I don't smoke no weed how Stevie fucking Lou does. Okay? I'm an old pothead. I've been doing this shit since I was 12 years old, children's. Now, when I say children's, that's not disrespect. I'm just talking the fucking to the Stevie Lou's because he is another one that we're gonna fucking go and really look at. What a sketch son of a bitch he is. But you don't have to worry about me smoking no fucking weed. How that fucking guy does. How he sits and he's got the big fucking brother stogies. Come on, you're a white boy. Put the big blunts down and just go roll a regular old fucking joint with goddamn Mr. Zigzag, you fucking poser. Come on. Let's get that shit together. And he sits there and he thinks like he's okay, no disrespect. I know we got some friends from New Jersey, the Philly area, living over there. And I think he's from there, New York, somewhere back there. All right. Somewhere. Good evening, Sam B. Good evening. So anyhow, he sits and hey, I'm Northern California, guys. Born, raised up here, part of the culture and the weed growing stuff for a long time, off and on, in between trips to Oklahoma. Don't no motherfuckers back here smoke no weed where they take them a hit and then oh, man, gay as fuck. Nobody does it. It's like, come on, bud. What are you trying to? I mean, weeds everywhere now. Are you trying to press? So you don't have to see me. What I'm getting at is that gay way that Stevie Lou, and I think Lou is short for fucking loser. And you can tell him I said that. Okay? So I'm going to hit me a little riff. And guys, like I said, I apologize for the quality of the shit that's going on right now for this show, for this live stream. Okay? I do apologize. I want to get better, and I'm going to. And I've got nothing written down, or I've not done any recent kind of, research on people currently. I have not sat and watched any shows. I've been trying to get this together, trying to get this together. Um, I would love to have all of you be a part of of this live stream. Not tonight, but in the coming future, I want to take a bunch of live call-ins. I think that makes for a good show. I think it makes for a really good show. People calling in now. Let's make one thing perfectly clear, my friends. I'm not down for the Jake Hustins calling in. That's a fucking dude. I'm sorry. He was a part of a swatting, and I get no humor, and I just that'll be one fella we just won't have up in this neck of the woods. That's real crazy. I think you see Jake, and the first thing I think is fucking that scene from the movie Deliverance with Burt Reynolds and Ned Beatty and John Voight and all of them, and they're getting behind this squealing like a pig. Okay, so we won't be having him on, but all of you fine folks, I'd love to get your calls. I'd love to get you up here on this the screen as well. Because I think, like I said, the people in the audience, the people watching, really, that's, you all make it happen. You all make it happen. You don't think that the fellows like the Jamingos and them guys, and then just lesser others that put in, they're putting their heart and soul into this shit. That is not giving them a fucking kudos either. Okay? No. So when you put in the effort, and I know they do, and really it doesn't, nothing grows or expands, and blah, you're staying stagnant, or maybe going sideways, or at times going by. That shit is no fucking bueno. That's no bueno. Okay? And that's what those fellows are doing. They've been doing this for a minute. I don't give a shit. You've got to, and I'm sure they do a great job. I can't talk about it too negatively because I have only seen little small bits and clips things, and I'm not real, down with what they're talking about, and that's okay. But you know. So we're gonna be doing some of Brian and Shayna. We'll also be covering fucking Dr. Chow and Little Mir. Um, softcast. I'm out of the softcast business. I have to be. I have to be. Not because I don't think he deserves it, but I have to be. So, Brian, Shayna, Stevie fucking Lou. What's everybody thinking? That ski mask dude. Oh, I lost my stream, guys.